Shalom. There's a wonderful passage in the Talmud, in the tractate Pesachim, which deals mostly with Passover, page 54b, that says the following. 7 things are hidden from human beings. What does that mean? That these are 7 items to which a human being can't know the answer to. I know we like to think we can find the answer to anything, especially now with Google, but there are 7 things that the Talmud says you simply can never know. One is the day of your death. Never know when or how you're going to die. When we were discussing this at a session, I heard remarkable stories of people that came this close to dying or saved somebody's life just by accident, and you never know when that day is going to be. And so the Talmud says, therefore, in a different place, that you should repent the day before you die. You never know when that's going to be, so we should be repenting every day. It also says in the Psalms, Zeh hayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismecha bo. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This day, every day, because you never know. You never know the day you're going to die. Very few people were ever told they were going to die. Moses was told he was going to die. Aaron was told he was going to die. But the rest of us, we never know. So plan accordingly. The second passage here says, we never know the day of our comfort. Now, what does that mean, the day of our comfort? Well, the commentaries generally say we'll never know the day we'll be relieved of our anxieties. Some people stay anxious all of their life. We all have different kind of anxieties. Some people worry about money or honor or whatever it is. You never know when that anxiety is going to go away. Simply, you can't know for sure. People think, oh, if I win the lottery, everything will be fine. And then when they actually study people who win the lottery, find out that their life is even more anxious, more often than not. Third, it says the extent of judgment. Now, what does that mean, the extent of judgment? Well, Ethics of the Ancestors, one of the tractates of the Mishnah, is pretty clear that we face divine judgment. Maimonides has that as 11th principle of faith, reward and punishment. And so Rashi, the great 10th century exegete, says that this is referring to divine judgment. So we can never know the extent of divine judgment. Then it goes on to say, one human being does not know what is in another's heart. Even if they profess love or whatever they profess, you never know what's really in their heart. And so you don't go to the bank on what you think is in somebody's heart because you never really know what's in their heart. Then it goes on to say, nor does he know from where he will earn a living. Some people plan in one direction and they make another plan, and so you never know necessarily where you're going to earn a living. If you would have told me when I was a freshman in college that I'd be a rabbi, I never would have believed it. Nor when the kingdom of David will return. That is the Messianic era. Now, why does it say that? Well, there was a tendency to calculate the days of the Messiah. In fact, there are some groups out there today that believe absolutely in the imminency of the Messiah, especially Christian groups. There's one particular Jewish group that thinks that they know who the Messiah is for sure. But Maimonides is very specific 1,000 years ago, saying, do not calculate the days of the Messiah. We have faith the Messiah will come, but Maimonides' principle says, though he tarry. Afal pishit mamea. So this is the 6th. The 7th is, nor when the evil kingdom will end. Now that was referring to Rome probably, but today, say Muslim fanaticism and jihadism, Iran perhaps, the evil empire of Iran, that wants to destroy Israel in the West. So those are the 7 things the Talmud says you can never know. They're hidden from human beings. Again, the day of our death, the day of comfort, the extent of the divine judgment, what is in the heart of another, how we'll earn a living, when the Messiah will come, or when the evil kingdom will end. 7 things we can't know. Everything else, check Google.